Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather weekend report? October 25th, 26th, 27th, Leo and Virgo moon? Let's talk about it. Scorpio season in effect. Woo! Phew. Grand Rising, good people. What's going on? Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. It's Friday, baby. Venus, October 25th, and please come join me. Live stream event tonight. This is my second one. Very excited with my amazing guest, Sonia Bell. 7 p.m. Eastern. We will both be live in the chat. You don't want to miss this. She had 2 children, one with autism and another one with disabilities, and she really helped them to find a level of independence through food and nutrition. She's a nutrition coach, an author, and she has Beyond Radiant Health Coaching, where she works with children, parents, women, everybody. So you don't want to miss this. It's really fun. She's got a great story. And she's a really, really amazing woman. Leo moon, Cancer rising, Taurus sun. So come join me and Sonia tonight live on YouTube. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern. And happy birthday, Scorpio. I got to do my announcements. The Scorpio birth chart sale for Scorpio sun, moon risings. Natal, solar return, or secondary progression. 2 options. 40 to 50 minute custom video summary, mini movie of your life, transits, current and future, videos of your planetary placements, normally $300, only $251 for you, Scorpio Sun Moon Risings. Or you can book 65 minutes live chart reading over Zoom, over or via, however you want to say it, onomatopoeia. Make sure you go back and watch the episode with Unmute with Priya. You can book it. And it's only $161, normally priced at $200. Live Q&A, videos of your planetary placements, and yes, you do receive the recording. And birth chart reading, solar return, which is a snapshot, right, for you Scorpios of this year in life, based on when your sun goes back to the degree point, or secondary progression, where you could be rocking as a Sag, a Capricorn, or an OG Aquarius. Either way, book it at BigEAstrology.com. Sent out kind of like a little quasi email newsletter yesterday, and Coffee Talk will be Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Real Coffee Talk time, right? Got to get up early, West Coast. Remember the clocks change on the Saturday before. And I'm open to receiving suggestions for topics. We can do 2 charts because this is the big Coffee Talk, 2 hours, $20, 11 a.m. Eastern, Saturday, November 9th. RFK Jr.'s chart, Oprah Winfrey, Justin Bieber, people are already voting. Neptune through the houses, true Black Moon Lilith through the signs. Or if you have any other suggestions, maybe you want to see, Usher's chart, or Jennifer Lopez, all these people in the news. Either way, it's in private, so, I'm willing to do that. But let's get to the Astro-Weather. But just email me, eric@BigEAstrology.com, and you can start booking your spot for Coffee Talk, because it's going to be a good one, no matter what we wind up choosing, and I will announce it early next week. But the Leo moon, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We're rocking at 17 degrees. We'll finish up at 23 on the east side, 24 degrees on the west side. So that means Saturday, a little bit before 12 noon, we will rock into the Virgo moon for Saturday, Sunday, and Upakito Monday, right? Or a good part of Monday. So, this Leo moon, right, will be trining Chiron today, right, Friday. So Friday is a good time for some joy and play. Tap into your inner child, look back, get some nostalgia. I was having some nostalgia this morning, listening to some of my old hip hop songs from my first and second album back in the early 2000s. Oh man, I was like, man, I was spitting some bars. All right, from Venus to Mars, he complete spits bars. Competition gets lyrical scars. Um, so you can experience that today. Remember, it's Friday. Romance, art, culture, entertainment, date night, chocolate. So do something for the love in your life, or just self-love. Love on yourself. You know, we are definitely getting closer and closer to Mars opposing Capricorn, Pluto. So you're going to feel that Mars in Cancer. It's exact November 3rd and 4th, but that's around the corner. So it's already close, and we're going to see it in the chart. And it's Scorpio season, so we're going to, get into early Saturday morning, that moon sextile sun. And the Leo moon was also yesterday kind of in that trine to Venus and Sagittarius. So let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather weekend. All right, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 25th, 26th, 27th. Woohoo! Getting closer to Halloween. Actually, sorry, folks, I don't like Halloween. It's candy. It's not, I know there's some people who love it. God bless you, but that's not my holiday. I'm more like Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. Halloween is not my holiday, but I respect those who love it. I'm not a hater. I just crush a lot. But let's get to the chart for the Astro Weather weekend and talk about and look at the aspects of this Leo moon, baby, dancing. All right, BigEAstro. Pew. All right, forget about it Friday. So not the day to work out. That's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. This is definitely a day of money, entertainment, romance, love, pleasure. Yeah, my boys got a football game tomorrow with that Virgo moon, which should be nice for them. The Scorpio, 2 degrees. We got Mercury. Mercury came off the trine to Saturn. It's heading towards Neptune now in Pisces. Okay, Saturn keeps retrograding. I think it's November 15th where it stations direct, or the 23rd. And then Neptune, I think, in December. Not sure on Uranus and Chiron. And Pluto's moving direct, as you can see. Let's check out this Leo moon, 17 degrees, like I was telling you. And, you definitely see the Mars in Cancer getting closer and closer, 26 degrees. So 3-degree orb, you're going to feel it from now. So the 25th to November 3rd and 4th, just pay attention. Even things with the stock market and real estate, you can see some explosive stuff. I told you the other day about things with the news with Boeing and things like that, and the stock market. This Leo moon, like I said, 23, 24 degrees. So you're going to see the sextile to Jupiter Gemini, which is pretty harmonious. Kind of making you, feel good about your communications and your information and your beliefs. And Jupiter's still retrograde. It also will square, and that'll be more so as you're sleeping. So you could have some interesting dreams tonight. The moon square Uranus. Hopefully you don't have some bad nightmares about your mom, but you could have some interesting dreams where before you go to bed, put crystals under your pillow and set an intention for positive dreams. But it is trining the Chiron, okay? So we really want to, focus on that healing, all right? Child's play, stuff like that. Venus Sag is moving along, 9 degrees, so it's pulling away from the trine to the North Node. And the North Node is still at 6 degrees. So it's going to take a bit to get to 5 degrees. Remember, the nodes switch. It's there, Aries Libra access to January 11, 2025. That's what that coffee talk was about. You could still pay the $20 to receive it. I taught the lesson on the Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node, 18 months, that transit starting January 11, 2025 to about July or August of 2026. So definitely you can still hit me up, Eric at BigEAstrology@gmail.com. Pay the $20 to receive that because I broke it down in all 12 signs. And it's an important energy. It's going to be changing the spiritual, your spiritual and physical health is going to be really on the table for the next 18 months, for the next 2 years, I should say. You're going to really be in that energy. And this Scorpio sun, it's not making any major aspects. We're in the Scorpio Deacon till 10 degrees. Then it'll be the Scorpio Pisces Deacon, and then and this lunar mansion behind this is Jupiter. So soon it will get to at 6 degrees. I think it gets to Saturn, and then it'll be the North Node. I mean, no, after Saturn it'll be Mercury. So, and this is in the lunar mansion of Mercury, Mercury and Scorpio. So right now there's definitely this energy, and let's talk about Scorpio for a second, where it's about truth, soul merging, intimacy, investigation, probing. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, modern ruler of Pluto, transformation, death, and rebirth. So right now with these alignments, it's really wanting to investigate the truth about our finances, our homes, our real estate, the government, the stock market, entertainment. This moon is squaring Mercury today. There you go. Mercury square moon. And that's where there can be some disagreements, but in a mundane chart, this can be some investigation. There could be some news drops about politicians and entertainment, and they're merging together, right? You're seeing so much of the, entertainers are coming out and performing and supporting Eminem, Beyonce, Sam Jackson, all these different people, showing up for Kamala Harris, and so it is what it is. But there's something popping off Friday in the news. And let's see what really happens as they go to try to get a ceasefire and hostages release. Anthony Blinken, he's gone there so many times, hasn't done anything yet. So, America is soft. Yeah. So enjoy this Leo moon. Good night for play. Good night for coming to Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I hope I see you there. And come in the chat. Ask Sonia Bell questions if you have children. And you don't have to have kids with autism or special needs, because honestly, nutrition and us doing detox and purge and, parasite cleanses, all these cereals, these foods, these oils, they're bad for us. These children all are dealing with something. If you have kids like 17 and under, you want to come, even a little older, because, we talk about nutrition, but we talk about these different things, and hearing her success story. Her autistic son is now, Sonia Bell, in college and living on his own. So praise God. All right. And just a sweet, and she's a Leo moon. Okay. So it's perfect. We're doing this on a Leo moon, and she's a Leo moon. There are no accidents. Eric Saylor, October 25th, Astro-Weather, BigEAstrology. I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Pew. All right. Seek It Saturday, where we got to play. Dun, 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 dun. Scorpio season. Happy birthday, Scorpios. One of my best friends at work, one of my old co-workers is a Scorpio. And Got love for the Scorpios, man. You know, I'm a Scorpio rising, so I relate. I understand that life, shawty. And like I told you, the moon will go into Virgo. Okay? So Saturday, 9 at Pacific, 12 noon, the moon just entered Virgo. You know, a little bit before 12 noon. So it's going to finish up at around 6 degrees, 7 on the West Coast. Okay? And so you're going to have it, you know, like I said, majority of Saturday, all day Sunday, and then a little part of Monday. So this Virgo moon is sextiling the Scorpio sun, which is nice. You know, you can really, you can be very focused on nutrition on Saturday. All you Virgo sun, moon risings, Saturday and Sunday, maybe you do a little intermittent fasting. You know, I'm going to see if I can do some juicing and things like that myself. But this Virgo moon is also going to get to, you know, the trines with Ceres, Pluto, and Uranus. And it will square Venus, Sag, but all this is going to be on Sunday. The only major aspect is the sextile, right, to the sun on Saturday. And then it will oppose on Sunday Saturn, okay? So we'll talk about that. But, and then you'll see where Sunday late night going into Sunday, Monday, will square Jupiter. And the Virgo moon, you know, the in conjunction to the Aries North node and the semi-sextile to the Libra South node. Lilith is still dancing, you know, dancing in Libra, early degrees, right? 3 degrees there. So when you have the moon in Virgo, though, you can really focus on digestion. And, you know, remember in a mundane chart, if we were looking at America, which is a Sag rising, you know, the Virgo moon could be about the people. You know, there could be some protests for, you know, labor unions. Boeing still, you know, they're on, I believe, on strike. They want to get their money. But people praying for freedom for humanity. You know, I think that with all this election stuff and the division, we need to pray for unity and peace. I think people are getting so separated and so toxic, and it's really not good and healthy. I mean, I know you think it's going to matter who wins, but the plans and the agendas, it doesn't matter who wins. I'm 54. I've been around for all these elections, been voting since I was 18. Yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. But definitely, you know, go out there and rock the vote. I did a rock the vote commercial back in the days, which was kind of cool that I was in. So definitely, you know, having this Virgo moon, it's about being of service, you know, to our in public, to homeless people, our fellow man and woman. All right. So, you know, Saturday, this Venus, you're getting closer. So you're going to start to feel it. Venus square Saturn. It's in a 3-degree orb, so you're going to feel that square. So this is where our values, you know, we could feel some financial restrictions, and even some issues around boundaries and relationships. Venus is relationships. Saturn is the government. It's our finances, restrictions, authority figures in our lives. So there could definitely be some like waning back and forth. Mutable energy is adaptable, but there could be some, you know, pretty interesting dynamics, even with your friends, you know, with your parents, with your children. Squares are, you know, there are opportunities for growth, but it's like a disagreement, like bumping heads, arguments. So, you know, watch out for that on Saturday. But if you focus on the Virgo moon and the Scorpio sun, purification, health, investigation, truth, and looking out for your fellow man. Okay? I think that would be a nice thing to do. right? It's kind of novel. Like, hey, let's consider one another. Let's be thoughtful and kind. Oh my gosh. Eric Taylor's a rebel and a radical talking about that stuff, right? All right, let's get to sleep on it. Oof. That was a real yawn, not a fake one. Let's get to sleep on it Sunday. In the Astro-Weather weekend. All right. Scorpios, birth chart sale, hit me up, Eric at BigEAstro.com. BigEAstro. Peace. Pew. All right, sleep on it Sunday. I was going to go to 1 p.m. Eastern, but I kept it at 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, right before Sunday football tip-off. This Virgo moon, Lucy. So, there you go, 12 degrees. It's opposing Saturn. Definitely, this is where we can see that people are like tired of these wars and things about health and really kind of like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on for humanity? You know what I mean? The moon will also be squaring Venus. It's a busy moon day. It'll be sextiling. Well, it's going to finish up at around 18 degrees on the East Coast, 19 on the West Coast, right? So, that means Monday, it'll be 12 noon. Yeah, it'll be at 24 degrees around 12 noon. So, yeah, we'll finish up Monday with the Virgo moon. Maybe we'll get to Libra right before midnight. So, when you're dealing with this Virgo moon, and this is in the exalted lunar mansion, starting at 10 degrees, the moon is exalted there. And so we can really, our intuition is going to be really high, I think, for, Saturday. Especially Sunday. And I would definitely focus on, because one thing Virgo does, it's like a good helpmate. It's of service to one another, but it analyzes and assesses without emotion. Try not to be so self-critical. And I think it's hard even for us as parents. Sometimes we can beat ourselves up if our kids aren't acting or doing things or excelling in school the way we would like them to. But, sometimes you can talk as parents to your blue in the face and instruct and this and that. And we have to remember our children, we're their guides, they're our teachers, but they're gonna, soul is here to do what it's gonna do. You don't have full control. You mimic and guide and show and teach by your example. You instruct. You have to have discipline. You have to say no. But you also have, everybody has free will, and you have to have faith. You know what I mean? That they're getting the messages. So don't ever stop the positive dialogue. Think about data entry into your children. I know it sounds kind of like robotic, but, each time you have an opportunity to pour into them, try to do so with more positive, kind words, but also helpful discipline and positive instruction. Preparing them for the real world. Don't do everything for your children, right? We teach our kids how to do the laundry, vacuum, mop, clean, fold their clothes, hang them up on the hangers, do dishes, take out the trash. You want your kid to go to college and be able to function. I went to college, my roommate didn't know how to take out the trash or make a hamburger or make a bed. I had to teach him. That's craziness, and that's not, good parenting, okay? So think about that. Every time you do something for your kid, you're kind of crippling them, okay? I get it the first 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but, 7, 8 years old, they need to start doing stuff. 5 years old, they need to start doing stuff. You get it? So, and Uranus is still retrograde, and so is the Saturn and Neptune, Jupiter and Chiron. So there's still a lot of introspection going on, I think, overall. And even with this moon opposite Saturn and squaring, we have to be introspective about our values, about our health. How can we do things differently? How can we improve it? How can we stretch intermittent fasting? How can we eat more fruits and veggies? How can we put in healthy minerals? How can we do a parasite cleanse or detox? We've got to be more vigilant in taking care of our own health. And up 27 degrees. So you see, you're going to feel it even more after October 27th. The trine, and let me not forget the trine to Neptune, because that is like right on point there, exact. So you're going to start to feel where, this is definitely Tai Chi, swimming, water therapy, hydroponics, growing food with water. But this is where hopefully we can find peace in the seas, foreign lands. This is good for creativity too, right? Like use your EQ, your emotional intelligence, and taking your willpower and drive and action, where Mars trine Neptune, anytime you think Mars is hitting something, it can be negative. But remember, Mars is your drive, your willpower, your energy. And so when it's in a trine, the harmonious, positive, easy flow of energy to Neptune, this can really bring in your spiritual practice with ease and discipline, and manifesting in the bathtub, crystals, in the water, in the shower. Positive affirmations, say it with gratitude, all right? So enjoy, opposing Pluto. It's not going to be, now it's a 2-degree orb, okay? Cancer, Mars, Pluto, Capricorn. It's going to start to get a little hot. So you'll start really hearing some things, seeing some things, Monday, the 28th of October until November 3rd and 4th. All right. And then really all through to November 19th. So just be mindful, and really tap in to this energy before Mars. And it will go into Leo, but then it does retrograde back. Okay. So it goes in for a little bit. Yeah. And remember, Mars is in Cancer really until April of 2025, which is a long time, Lucy. Okay. So Scorpio, 4 degrees. Happy birthday to the Scorpios. Oh, I just realized, wasn't even thinking that Mars in Cancer opposing Pluto, that's on the trial date. I think certain things in court are happening on Diddy's birthday, November 4th. And you're going to have Mars opposing Pluto. Oof, that's wild. Okay, so, it is what it is. And really focus on, we still got the Lilith conjunct the South Node, so you got to stay instinctual about your relationships, business partnerships, and marriage. And when you're dealing with the South Node, it is unusual and bizarre, and so is the North Node, but it's really wanting, in the theme of the Libra South Node, to have fair, just, harmonious, and peaceful relationships, and really seek balance. No relationships 50-50, but try to, get it as close as you can, 52-48, 51-49. But just, you gotta step away from people that are jealous or hateful in those relationships, business partnerships, or marriages that are not bringing you harmony and peace. This is that energy to cut it off, say goodbye. Or to have that tough conversation and be like, listen, if you do not stop disrupting my peace, hair grease and smack in the face. So that Virgo moon, like I said, it's gonna finish up 12, 18, 19 degrees, and then 12 noon on Monday will be at around 24 degrees. Okay, maybe 25. So you'll finish out the day with the Virgo moon. Have a good weekend. Sleep on a Sunday. Astro-Weather. Holla at your boy. Reach out. Book mini love, mini hater, career, business birth charts, moon tracking service, learning about your whole birth chart through the moon. I'm here for you. All right. Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. And that's the Astro-Weather weekend. Have a great Sunday. Big E Astrology. Peace. Pew. Yeah, that's the Astro-Weather weekend. Leo, Virgo, Moon. Yeah. Well, listen, Friday, you Leo moons, you can still do some intermittent fasting and juicing. Don't forget that hot lemon water in the morning and lime, and those also give you electrolytes and minerals. Lemon and lime, coconut water, essential oils, all that stuff in there. But Virgos, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday afternoon, Monday, Sunday, Monday. Just try to eat less. Try to abstain from cursing, sex, drugs, rock and roll, cussing. I wouldn't eat too much meat. Really try to eat with the circadian rhythms of the sun and all that stuff. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you on Friday, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. And then again, now this Tuesday is going to be live with Lloyd. Astro-numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn, Tuesday, October 29th, 1 week from Election Day. We're going to talk about it all. Kamala, Donald, presidents in the past, the election day, looking at the numerology, the astrology, both born on a full moon, Gemini rising versus Gemini sun. We're going to look at all of it. So you want to come 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Tuesday, October 29th, and today, October 25th, Friday, Sonia Bell, Beyond Radiant health coaching, nutrition coach, author. It's going to be fun. Let me know about Coffee Talk, any suggestions, and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, birth chart sale, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Astro-Weather weekend, October 25th, 26th, 27th. Happy birthday, Scorpio. Scorpio season. Big E Astrology. Peace.